What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most requested reviews analysis, so stick around. You don't want to miss this. But before we get into that, if you're considering a purchase, don't miss out on this incredible discount available right now. Check the description below and the pinned first comment. Now, let's not delay any further and jump right into the details.
Now, let's hear directly from our first reviewer about their experience.
This reviewer seems quite pleased with this scooter overall, especially considering it's intended for their 16-year-old daughter. According to them, the initial impression is one of solid construction. They found it easy to put together, and the packaging was effective in protecting it during shipping, which is always a plus. The only modification this client made was swapping out the original seat for a more comfortable one from a previous scooter. However, our reviewer did point out a couple of areas that could use improvement, specifically the fenders. While the front fender seems reasonably durable, the back fender's bracket proved to be quite fragile. This reviewer mentioned that it broke within an hour of use. Apparently, the cold weather was a factor as the bracket snapped easily at around 38 degrees Fahrenheit. They had a similar experience with fenders on their son's electric bike, and the reviewer ended up fabricating a custom metal mount for the rear fender to improve its durability. The other issue this client raised concerns the display unit. The owner's manual provides very limited instructions, making it difficult to navigate the settings. This reviewer had to resort to YouTube to find tutorials on how to change settings like switching from kilometers per hour to miles per hour. Finally, this reviewer gives a word of caution for anyone considering riding it in snowy or icy conditions. Its performance in winter weather might not be ideal and potentially unsafe in deep snow or on icy roads.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer purchased this electric bicycle a while back and wanted to share their experience. Being their first e-bike, they had no point of comparison, but both they and their husband quickly fell in love with it. Assembly was manageable, though the instructions weren't the clearest, and the video guide featured a slightly different model. This client did add some accessories like a rack, water bottle holder, and a more comfortable seat. A reviewer standing at 55 and exceeding the bike's weight limit was impressed to reach speeds of 30 mph. Her husband at 65 and close to 300 pounds also found it held up well. They even took their 60lb daughter for rides, still maintaining decent speeds. This client enjoyed riding through various terrains, including water and mud, and loved the pedal assist feature for longer journeys, which even contributed to some weight loss. Battery charging time seemed to be around 2-3 hours, though this is an estimate from the reviewer's experience. They are so satisfied that they're planning to buy another one for her husband. This bicycle seems ideal for first-time e-bike buyers, offering good value for the money. One downside is the inability to purchase an extra battery directly from the company, which isn't ideal. Overall, this reviewer highly recommends this purchase, finding it a fantastic experience, and hope this information is helpful to other potential buyers.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer, a seasoned cyclist of 76 years, shares their experience with this scooter, having ridden bikes since childhood and owning a variety of brands over the years. Having previously owned a different electric scooter model and put thousands of miles on it, our reviewer recently decided to upgrade to 2 new e-bikes, one for themselves and one for their spouse. They settled on this particular step-through model, choosing different colors for each. The assembly process was surprisingly straightforward. This client mentions that with the help of a helpful YouTube video, each bike took around 2 hours to unbox and assemble. The reviewer was particularly impressed by the quality of the engineering, noting a significant difference compared to older bikes they've owned. All necessary parts were included, featuring stainless steel screws and perfectly cut threads, ensuring a seamless fit during assembly. While the front wheel mounting might require some assistance, this reviewer, with the aid of a winch in their garage, found a solution. The lighter weight of this scooter, especially with the battery removed, makes it easier to lift and manage. Initially hesitant about the saddle shape, which seemed designed for women, they found it surprisingly comfortable during rides. After putting around 50 miles on each bike, our reviewer reports no issues encountered. Using the lowest pedal assist level, the battery only drained to about half after those 50 miles. They've even adapted an old trailer for transporting the bikes with their hybrid car. Overall, this client expresses great satisfaction with their purchase and wholeheartedly recommends this specific model to anyone looking to start their own electric bike adventure.
If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Got thoughts or questions? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.